I'd like to spend some time elaborating a little bit more on one of my favorite rudiments, the double stroke roll. Now with the double stroke, I want to get into manipulating it more with the fingers, because your main strokes are action, reaction. Okay? Action, reaction. Because the stick naturally does that. Your fingers control the reaction. Now the fingers will control the velocity and timing. So if I want a real tight double, really close together, I'll keep the fingers in nice and tight. If I want to open it up, I relax the fingers a bit more and it becomes more open. If I want more of an accent on the second note, I just pull up into the hand. So the fingers will control timing and velocity. When playing low and quiet, you don't have to worry a lot about velocity. It's just the timing. Just trying to keep it articulate. Making sure you don't do this. You don't want that. If you keep it nice and clean, it'll actually sound faster. As you get louder, you'll have to pull a little bit more on that second stroke to make it sound even. That's if you want it to be even. Sometimes I will purposely play it uneven so I get more of a lope to it. So it's not so even. I might even stick one hand higher so I get a bit of that going on. It just makes for different grooves, different dynamics. When you start playing the double stroke louder, obviously it's harder because you need to have more energy, more crack from the wrist, more pull from the fingers. And one technique I learned in music college that really helped me was implementing my arms. As you can see when I play, my arms will do this as I get louder. Because what it does, it takes the strain off the wrist and spreads it out through the arm. So you get power coming from the arm. So you're using the whole arm as opposed to just a wrist action. It's a good wrist builder up by using just wrist. But when you're trying to be more relaxed, if you spread the energy throughout the arm, it'll become easier to do. So you can see, as I get going, how I got this thing going on. I taught it to one student and he referred it to as the chicken thing. So as you get the chicken going, it'll make it easier to get more power. The way you develop it is you have your forearm horizontal to the ground. You put a stick just underneath that forearm and then you continue to strike the head. But in order to strike the head, your elbow has to come out. Don't bend at the wrist. You want to keep it like that so it becomes more of an arm motion. Don't worry about the reaction part controlling with the fingers, but just be natural that way. When I first started learning it, I actually took a stick like this and tied it up with a tensor bandage so I wouldn't move my wrist. So it really concentrated my arm. So you just do that. You get comfortable with it, and then you can start to manipulate a bit more with the fingers. Same hand. And then again, the muscle memory will kick in, and then you'll just be able to play them louder and easier with more control.